I have been waiting anxiously from midnight Saturday or, 2 a.m. Saturday when these strikes happen. I've been reaching out to her team, expecting to hear from her. The first time we heard any statement was one where she said that she was thankful to Macron for supporting the opposition and saying that the political prisoners on the other side of this border in Venezuela need to be released. Maria Corina is obviously the figure that the entire opposition, that most of the Venezuelans in exile, all the ones that I've been hearing from who are against the regime, consider the legitimate leader. She didn't win the election that we covered as the only network on the ground there for U.S. broadcast networks. She didn't win that election because she couldn't run, because she was illegally banned from running. But the candidate she endorsed, Edmundo González Urrutia, won that election by nearly 70% of the vote. So when we talk about democracy, people against the regime say, hey, democracy means Edmundo needs to be up there. Marco Rubio was asked about this by Margaret Brennan on Face the Nation, and his response is, look, we need to be real here. And I think from Maria Corina's statement now, what I'm reading is thankful to President Trump and the administration for taking Maduro, for imprisoning Maduro, for getting rid of the head of the regime. Second, she's saying, look, be patient. I mean, the end of her statement is, we will have the opportunity, or the opposition will ultimately lead Venezuela. But what I'm thinking is that there's not as much of a fracture there as many people have speculated, but perhaps a patience, a listening to what Rubio is saying. Be patient. If they take out all of the leaders of the regime, we're talking about a calamity. We're talking about a war that doesn't end. We're talking about a potential civil war in there. But if they go smooth and slow and they negotiate, then there perhaps could be another election. There could be a democratic process that begins, not overnight. That's what I'm reading from Maria Corina's message and from the interview that David Smolansky, who's the spokesperson for the opposition, put out there in an interview with CNN earlier.